All right, YouTube, we're back. Today what we're going to be talking about is sensitivity for your arsenal. How to use Wing Chun concepts, Wing Chun principles for whatever martial art you do, be it MMA, be it boxing, be it whatnot. We're going to be talking about building sensitivity in your game. The idea behind any kind of Wing Chun punch, or any punch for that matter, is to deliver your energy into your target. Energy has two paths it can go. It can go into your target or back into you. One of the first and best ways to build the relaxation, turning everything on and off, is to hit the wall bag. One of the last things you ever want to do is you want to be tense when you punch. In Wing Chun, we put our intent in our elbow, our hips and into our elbow, or step into our hips, into our elbow, and we drive that forward. You got to think of a pool cue when you're playing pool. All right, I'm not going to hit the cue ball with the tip. I'm going to line the tip up and I'm going to hit it with the back end. Same thing here. So for this sake, what we're doing is I'm staying in a static position and punching. When you punch, punch relaxed. Your intent has to go in your elbow, not in your hand. If you guys are into fitness, bench press, or any kind of pulling weights like a row, put the intent in your hand and pull into you. Then put the intent in your elbow and pull into you, and watch how much more weight you can pull in. And same thing when you're pressing forward. If you tense up, it's like you're in a car and you're trying to drive with the gas and the brake on at the same time. You can feel that, but the end result is it's going back into you. The more I tense up and I hit, the more that energy comes back into me. So I want to treat myself as a sap or a blackjack, a real relaxed object. And I'm lining up with my bag and I'm hitting and I'm turning everything off. Hitting, off, hitting, off. All I'm doing is driving from the elbow into the bag. I'm keeping a little bit of intense straight wrist so that I don't hit like this or this. Drive forward, drive forward, drive forward, drive forward. To do this slow, drive forward, drive forward, drive forward, press, and then relax. Drive forward, press, and relax. And see how it affects your whole body. This is one drill you can do. If you have a wall, if you don't have a bag, press and relax. Press and relax. Press and relax, and feel the intent of your body going back and forth as you're doing it. So if you have a Wing Chun wall bag, one of the first things you could do, launch that punch forward, relax. Launch that punch forward, relax. Picture somebody behind you, pushing your elbow forward, pushing your elbow forward, pushing your elbow forward. One way to use the wall bag. Turn the energy on, turn it off. All right, so you just worked with the wall bag, and now you got a partner. And you guys have been seeing the Wing Chun drills for years, and they're patty cake. You get two guys standing static, squared up. One person has a reach out, one person has another reach out. And you see typical common drills like this. Big punches, 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 and there's no realism to it. You have to back up and understand what you're training for. It's not to block a punch, and it's definitely not to stay and learn how to take a punch. You're understanding how that energy comes into you. In this two-man drill, both people play a part on what they're receiving. We always train at a distance where it's safe, to where if Vic wants, he can punch out as hard as he can, and he can't hit me. So we're at a safe position. That's number one priority, safety, okay? Number two, what I want to do is I want the center line. But if I'm not the puncher, and I'm working my drills, we'll do Pak Sao at this particular moment. He punches, I'm learning how to put that same energy I put into a bag, into a partner. Punch, 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 punch. And I want my game to fuck up his game. Because we're both training with each other. We both acknowledge the fact, hey, thanks for letting me use you today. There's no difference when you punch on a bag between this and this and this. This, they're all the same movements. Now you got to put them into something. And I told you in the beginning, when you hit the bag's got to give. If I don't pay attention to what I'm doing, punch, punch, he's going to rock me back. So my intent has to be with everything. Punch. I got to learn on sensitivity as well too. Punch, 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 punch. You are learning to fire that forward from wherever you are. Punch. You want to use all bad intent to go in, and you're turning it off the moment you do. So if you have a partner, slow things down in the beginning. Slow things down in the beginning, right? Vic punch is slow, I meet it, I turn it on and then off. Slow, punch on and off, punch on and off. The puncher is getting just as much out of this as you are. This is the uncommon training in America where we always want to get in, hit, grapple as fast as possible. There's so much value. If you just slow down from the beginning and be cooperative, punch, turn on and off, turn on and off, turn on and off. You're going to feel when your partner gives energy where it's going into you and where you need to stop to let it go. And this applies with every one of your tools. Okay, punch, time, punch, bong, punch, bill, punch, 1, 2, 3. All these movements are meant to stop, direct that energy into you, and stay stable. So there's a lot of values in these drills that you can pick up. This is just about turning muscle on and off. The very easiest thing you could do, grab a wall bag, grab a wall, punch on and off, punch on and off. Then have a partner throwing energy at you, punch, and work your tools. Hard as you can. Okay? Use your Wing Chun, learn how to turn things on and off. So one of the things that you want to focus on is how everything affects your body. There's only two types of energy when you're ever going to fight. There is a striking energy and a grappling energy. Boxers and wrestlers, two of the best fighters out there, because from day one, either wrestlers go in and they start grappling and you have to learn how to deal with that, or boxers start hitting. Does not mean that when you train Wing Chun that either one of those are better. If you adopt a mindset, a wrestling mindset or a grappling mindset to your Wing Chun, it's going to change drastically. So when we're in this position right now, we can use a boxing or a striking energy with a grappling energy. If Vic fires a punch, there's my boxing energy, my striking energy. I got to meet it right there. But if we take time to explore this once he punches, punch, and then I keep my energy on and he gives me a little bit of energy going forward, I'm learning to explore that grappling energy that just applied. Punch. Now what if he pulls me back a little bit? Let's see how it affects my body. So screw with each other a little bit. Punch, punch, punch. Take his balance if you can. Punch, punch. And he's going to learn to turn it off. Punch. And you do the same for me. You throw your tools in there. If they want something, give it to them. All of these things are made just to have you decide and feel how your body reacts to something. Okay? So, pressure on, pressure off. Grappling energy, striking energy. Put that into your Wing Chun game or any other style that you wind up doing. All right, so what we wind up going, worked on in this video, the summary of all this is applying Wing Chun concepts for whatever your game is. Doesn't matter if you're in boxing, if you that striking energy, you can turn it off for your next movement. Doesn't matter if you're in a grappling energy. If I'm tense up and Vic moves me, that might be tense up. But if I'm relaxed and he moves me, I'm easier to transition. So it does not matter what you do. You're taking a Wing Chun concept and putting it into everything you do. All right? Train, adapt, evolve. That's all you're trying to do on everything you do, all right? We'll see you in the next video.